Let's talk about weight stigma and fat phobia in horseback riding.
My name's Alyssa, and I'm an Orthodox Jewish plus-size friend in binge eating disorder recovery.
As a girl from Kentucky, I have always loved horses. I love trail riding. I used to horseback ride at camp. And while I was never this plus size necessarily my whole life, my weight did fluctuate as a kid, and no one ever gave me a hard time about my weight and getting on a horse, regardless of how fat or skinny I was. But throughout my adult life, in more recent years, I've encountered several situations where I would not be allowed to ride a horse because of my weight. So last summer, I was looking at different ranches out in Montana and the Dakotas, and under like the horseback riding FAQ, it said weight capacity for horseback riding, either 200 or 250 pounds. It varied. Now, I don't know how they check that when you get there. I don't know if they're gonna like look at you and say, you look like you weigh more than 250 pounds. Get on a scale, fatso. I don't know what they're gonna do. I think the whole situation is like a little weird, but I was not about to book an entire trip out west to be denied on the spot like the one thing I really wanted to do there. I'm not entirely sure why the weight capacity is 250 pounds. I thought most horses were like these load-bearing work animals that like help farmers pull things, at least in the olden days. I don't know like why the horses of today are so weak, or I don't know why the industry is so against fat people getting on their horses and denying them that joy. So the reason I'm making this video is because today at my daughter's day camp, they had pony rides, and I don't really like pony rides for like animal rights reasons, like horses walking in a circle. So I guess there ended up being some miscommunication between the pony ride people and the camp, and some of the older girls who were a little bit taller were told that they couldn't get on the pony. My daughter was told that she was too tall, and then her friend was told by the pony guy that she was big. And my daughter said that the guy said that to another friend too. I don't know the name of the company, so I'm not gonna say it here, but I had to do a lot of building up in carpool on the way home from camp, and I'm glad that I was the one that was able to like receive the kids after this event. I sort of get a weight limit with ponies, like they're smaller, they're babies, it's different, but like big horses, I don't really understand. Remember when Remy Bader had that whole issue where she went out west on a brand trip and they wouldn't let her get on the horse? Like what? TLDR, unfortunately, I find horseback riding to not be a size inclusive sport and activity, and I find that very disappointing.